Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Cancer. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this is another reading for the end of August, the very end of August, which also covers Mercury, the beginning of Mercury retrograde, and the Pisces blue moon. Or it's the full moon in Pisces, which is also called the blue moon. So, with all the other readings that I did, I had extendeds. Well, almost all of them. There was 2 others. But what I'm going to do for you, since it's at the very end, I'm just going to put them together. So you're getting like your extended where you don't have to pay for it or wait for it. And it's just all clumped together. And so like my old readings used to be before I broke them up. But anyway, so we'll get started. Like I said, this is Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde started August 23rd and lasts all the way through September 15th. Now, Mercury rules communication. It's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, mainly Gemini. It affects the most, like every single cycle. So sorry to anybody with Gemini placements. But it also affects communication, technology, transportation, and then of course, any communication like in relationships and things like that. You're also not supposed to like sign contracts, get any crazy hairstyle or dye your hair or cut your hair or anything like that. Tattoos, no. Wait until after September 15th before you do any of that. All right, what do we have for Cancer for their higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity, please? For the greater good, of course. Underneath the deck, oh, this is insane. Okay, you guys saw me shuffle that. You guys saw me sit here and shuffle that. I shuffled that before this also, after the last reading. And somebody else had this. And I think it was the last reading, but it's Laugh at Your Demons. And no, I think it was Pisces. I'm pretty sure it was Pisces. Laugh at Your Demons. That's insane. So, top of the deck, we've got Face Your Adversities. Yep, Laugh at Your Demons. Oh, the candle just went out. That's interesting. So, and it's really interesting because of the song that I had on pre-shuffle that we'll talk about in just a second. So, face your adversities, laugh at your demons. I want to read the face your adversities if I'm being called to do that, because it was really interesting how the last message came together with the Laugh at Your Demons. It was basically talking about, when you make a mistake, when something goes wrong, it's like a lesson that you have to learn from it in order for it to be a blessing, right? But in order to get past it, you have to just like laugh at your demons. There's nothing that you can do about it. You can't control what's already happened. All you can do is avoid it in the future, and face your fears. That's another thing, face your fears. All right, so let's see, face your adversities, which I believe is also like face your fears. I have to find it. Okay, there it is. So it's card number 38. Somebody could be 38 years old. 3 plus 8 is 11, which is a Twinflame divine, divine partner number. But 1 plus 1 equals 2, and that's unity. It's working together, stability. And then page number 81. Somebody could be born in 1981. 81 could be a significant number. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 is culmination point, getting ready for the ending of something, end of a cycle. So face your adversities. Are you remaining passive in the face of people or circumstances that morally, ethically, or even physically offend or disrespect you? Are you wondering whether to speak up or remain silent to avoid serious confrontation? This is a powerful juncture in your soul's development where you are being asked to commit to your values and let others know what is not acceptable to you in the most loving way possible. Your divine energy is calling you to step away from disturbing or threatening situations, but still respond to the violations at hand with a blend of heart and mind. Is there just reason to take offense, or are you interpreting things in the wrong way? Ask your higher self for clarity. Your divine invitation: be as objective as possible when interpreting perceived violations, and use neutral and wise outside counsel as a sounding board. Lay the facts out and study them and talk it over with a trusted, qualified friend as you look for unconscious patterns both in your adversary and in yourself. Seek to understand your opposition's needs and motives, but also strive for clarity about your own desires and reasoning as you work to avoid judgment and self-righteousness. In other words, listen to your heart but respond with a cool head. So, cool head. Cool, as in cold. Going to the song. Cancer, your song when I was getting the cards ready was Cold, Cold Heart, or Cold Heart by Elton John and Dua Lipa. It's the P&AU remix. So, one of the lyrics that Elton John sings is Cold, Cold Heart, Cold, Cold Heart, hardened by you. Oh, some things looking better, baby, just passing through. So, it was interesting then, talking about cold and passing through. It's like kind of like with a breeze or whatever, and then the candle goes out. So it's like there's something that looked better when it, like in thought and theory, you know, maybe even for a short amount of time, but once that flame is gone, it's like out, you know, and it's done. It's over. That's better. So something like that could have happened, and it could have been based on your demons. Like, you know, you may have let something get the better of you or not paid attention to the signs. But it's like you have to live and learn, you know. Just keep it going. So, we're going to pull some tarot. What do we have for Cancer, please? Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity. You know, in relationships, that song means, you know, some things look better on the outside than once you get to know them on the inside due to a cold, cold heart. You know, some people are just really freaking evil. You know, very cold. Ooh, okay, so underneath the deck, here's what's interesting. I believe in Pisces, they had judgment. And then this is justice. So, but the thing about justice is somebody who, there's one person on one side who gets justice, the other person gets karma. Okay, so it depends on which side you are on. Also, it's a twin flame number, divine partner number 11. And I think that was a strong number for Pisces as well. So you may be, you know, dealing with a twin flame divine partner or something like that. Now, theirs was interesting because it talked about like a Bonnie and Clyde type of relationship, like a like almost kind of toxic in a way, but something that was like spiritually sacred, I don't know, or spiritually bound. All right, and then it's like it also had, if that was the one that said laugh at your demons, but it's something like that, it's just funny. Anyway, so you might be interested, go check it out. Let's get 3 cards, please, for Cancer. The Hanged Man, 5 of Wands, interesting. Okay. So we have the Hanged Man first, card number 12. Then we have the 5 of Wands. So number 5. And then the 9 of Wands. A lot of fire energy. Underneath the deck, Queen of Wands. More fire energy. So, Cancer, the first one, the Hanged Man. This is somebody stuck in suspension. Somebody who's been placed in a timeout. Now, you could have placed yourself in a timeout, or this could be the universe placing you in a timeout so that you're forced to kind of look at something from a different perspective, for a higher perspective. You know, upside down, different angle, right? Something significant could have happened on the 12th. Something significant could be happening on the upcoming 12th, even the 12th month, maybe in December. Something could have happened last December, because this is like in the past, recent past. But 1 + 2 = 3, that talks about celebration, waiting for something to happen, waiting for your ships to come in. It can also mean, you know, like partnership, working together. But it also can mean heartbreak. So it can mean that. Because then we have the 5 of Wands. Now, Wands are fire sign energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You could have that somewhere in your chart, or be dealing with somebody who does. But this, so Wands are all about passion. It could be passion towards a person, or it can be passion towards like what you're passionate about, whether that's like work, career, finance, passion projects, things like of that nature. The 5 of Wands is about competition, and kind of like you know, angry competition, not like all out war or anything like that. It can be sometimes if it's like toxic, but it's like bickering, fighting, arguing. It could be between like 5 different family members, 5 different friends. It can even be like 5 different departments or people at work, right? So this is something that I feel like the Hanged Man has been put in timeout, or is like being put in timeout because of what's happening, or what has happened regarding this passionate, competitive energy. And then what you have coming in by the end of the week, how you'll be feeling, is like 9 of Wands. And again, 9s are significant. They're like culmination points, something that you just... The 9 of Wands is somebody who just is tired. They're tired. They're a leader, you know, of some sort, because they've been through it, the ins, the outs, the ups, the downs. But they are just, they're ready to get that 10th wand and put the burdens down, and then it's over, you know. That's what they're looking for. So that said, underneath the deck we've got the Queen of Wands. I think, well, in this case, before I even move on, like somebody's just over it. They're tired of all this shit that's happening, you know. So, you know, they can rise above it, or they're trying to rise above it, because, you know, this is just a matter of days. But they're tired. That's what I'm feeling. I mean, it is late, but I feel like very, like, just over it, right? So underneath the deck is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is the other woman. The Queen of Wands is... Now, this is like underlying energy, or what you don't see coming. Again, this is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. You could be dealing with one, or someone who has that in their chart. She's like the witch, a good witch. She's, well, when she's upright. She's magic. She can create, you know, fire out of her palm just with her passionate energy. She's very beautiful, you know, sought after. She is the one queen that she doesn't, much like the Empress, she doesn't need anything or anyone, because she's very self-sufficient and independent. That's not saying that she doesn't want her King of Wands, or a king, you know, of her own. It's just, she's happy where she's at. She's very happy with her one self. She knows her own magic, and that's why she's like, magical, right? So I feel like this is somebody that's in your energy, somebody that you're dealing with. Could be you, just tired and feeling this way. But for others of you, I feel like this is somebody that you're dealing with. That, what's interesting is I've always described this as fire being created out of her palm. I also feel like it's like a gift, like she's receiving something. So this Queen of Wands could be receiving something. What else do we have for Cancer, please? It's the Chakra Insight Oracle for Cancer. Oh, you know what? Before I go on to this, I want to clarify these. Alright, for Cancer, please, spirits, let's clarify these messages. I just heard, this is like super old from back in the day on TV. After these messages, we'll be right back. That's funny. It's like Saturday morning cartoons or something. Alright, underneath the deck, we've got the Emperor. So that's number 4, Hemlock. Fours talk about stability, as in 4 corners of a house, actual structure, foundation, home. It can be an apartment. It can be even like an office, like a business, a place of business. But it talks about like a house, home, stability, foundation. The Emperor, he's very wise in most cases. He can be a little, what's the word I'm looking for? He gets upset when he doesn't get his way. But, 9 times out of 10 he gets his way. He's the Emperor. Probably 9.5% of the time he gets his way. He's the Emperor. But you also could just be dealing with an Aries. Sorry, something's in my eye. You could be dealing with an Aries. Somebody who is Aries. I feel very strongly Aries sun. Okay, that's just the energy going into this. What is the Hanged Man, please? What is the Hanged Man? 9 of Earth. That's 9 of Pentacles. Apple. You may like apples. I just heard, how about them apples? Cinnamon apples. So the 9 of Earth, it talks about an independent woman. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so this somebody could have put an independent woman in timeout, and I say that because this is like a woman here. It could be a guy, but somebody put an independent woman in timeout that was doing really well. Somebody who creates, like, she dresses nice, she's very popular, she's very abundant, she's usually pictured or depicted as lavishly dressed, standing in a garden that she's grown and cultivated all herself, but because it's the Hanged Man, she's stuck, she's being put in timeout. That's why I was saying timeout earlier, so that's interesting. Okay, so this could be you, this could be the other person, but somebody was put in timeout. If that's your storyline, take it as it resonates. What do we have for the 5 of Wands? Okay, something flipped over. Oh, wow, the 10 of Air. Yep. Told you, somebody was tired of this and completely just over it. I kept saying over it. That's the 10 of Air. Alfalfa. That's done. Somebody wants this to end. So, swords, air sign energy. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius could be dealing with that. Have it in your chart, or you don't have to. But the situation is over. It's done. It's the end of a cycle. Get ready for a new cycle. Truth could be out about something. Something could be exposed about this competitive nature. So what is the Nine of Wands? What's the Nine of Wands for Cancer? I'm pretty sure the Hierophant came out somewhere. Okay, so interesting. We have number 5, so another 5 here. We've got cacao, sorry. And that's, chocolate. It's the Hierophant. And the Hierophant he's a leader, right? He's like usually generally, looked upon, looked up to. But he also could be like a judge. Somebody could be getting judged. Especially since underneath the deck, starting out, I believe, we saw the Karma card. So karma or justice, right? That's what we were looking at. Like, facing justice, facing karma. Laughing at your demons. This could be a situation that was cut out or tried to get cut out. But now it's like coming to a judgment, judging somebody, a leader, warrior, or just somebody who's just really tired and kind of over it. And you could be this Hierophant energy, like over something, or it could be a judge making a decision that, like, it's over. In regards to a Queen of Wands and Adelita of Fire, that's the Knight of Wands. Cayenne. So here's the thing about the Knight of Wands. It's either somebody who is like your one night stand type of person. If it's like romantically, it's like here for a good time but not a long time type of energy, right? But that's if that's like romantic. If it's work related, it's a completely different thing. It's somebody who's like really good at their job, in sales, marketing, communications, just general business, right? And they're able to go in, get a sale, come out, go in, get out, like, but they're very much on their own. They have their own kind of like just lucky vibe, right? But they're generally very passionate about what they do, and they're good. They're good at what they do. And because they're warriors, they're knights, right? And that's what this is, warrior. So yeah, this Queen of Wands is a warrior. I think very good at business is what, like, could be very good at like marketing, communications, just overall business. And that's who you could be dealing with, or something like that. Take it as it resonates. Everybody's situations are always a little bit different. Okay, now we're going to do the Chakra Insight Oracle. Okay. I'm going to reshuffle. And then that's Cayenne. So, have you ever had like cayenne chocolate? Oh, it's so good. So good. So apple, alfalfa, cacao or chocolate, and cayenne. Now, what do we have for Cancer? This could be things that you might want to incorporate into your diet. I'm not a doctor or anything, so take it as it resonates. Underneath the deck, intuition, number 41, trust, insight, awareness, guidance. So you could be 41 years old or be dealing with somebody who's 41 years old. Somebody who's very intuitive, who uses their intuition, who's very, who trusts their gut, who uses discernment, right? Very wise. Someone who you can trust or is trustworthy, who has good insight and awareness and guidance. Or that could be you, or another person. Top of the deck, number 23, letting go, healing, growth, compassion, forgiveness. Somebody could be 23 years old, vice versa, whatever. It could be an important date this month or something that could have happened last month. Take it as it resonates. 2 plus 3 is 5. It's another 5, talking about change of direction. Something could be happening which kind of just changes things, right? Situation could be changing. But there's a call for forgiveness in it so that this situation can heal. And whatever the situation is, it will create growth. Calls for compassion. Yeah, look up angel number 555. Okay, what else for Cancer, please? Divination of the Ancients. I feel like somebody might owe someone an apology because of a cold heart. And it's like using your intuition on what you need to do in order to face your adversities, you know. Somebody realizes there's a need for change. That's the 555. Needs to cut all that stuff out because of some kind of a situation that had to do or has to do the underlying energy with this Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands energy. Very passionate energy. Underneath the deck, we've got I Ching, change. Again, I just got done saying something needs to change. The 555. So that's what this is. I Ching, change. So it's just another one. And then tarot, guidance, which is exactly what you're doing, is you're watching this video right now, tarot, getting guidance. So we have guidance here also with the intuition. Somebody could be 41 years old, be a tarot card reader. Could be this Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands energy, but there's a call for change and forgiveness because of something that ultimately led to something ending in some kind of really competitive, almost like toxic type of environment. Somebody was put in a timeout when they were actually quite fruitful and productive. Yep. And somebody's just like really tired. So now let's pull from the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck and wrap this up. Again, it's a little longer just because I combined both of the readings together. So I love this deck, the Cannabis deck. It's so cool. And it's a good one to end with. Okay, so what do we have for Cancer, please? Underneath the deck, we have creation partnered, sex magic. So I know what this card is about. Take it as it resonates. You know, sex magic, it's a very powerful type of magic, right? But really what it's more about isn't the actual act of, but it's about co-creation, working together, partnership, creating something with someone. It doesn't have to be like creating like a baby or anything like that, right? It's like creating businesses and departments and artwork and things like that, right? You know, just relationships and new ventures and things like that. So this is about, they have cards in their hand. Maybe they both understand cards or play cards or something like that. Okay, top of the deck, the one that we're paying attention to is alchemy, choices. I just heard somebody needs to change the choices, like make better choices, you know, for change. Make a choice for change. we're going to read this. There's a picture of a bong. Alchemy, change. Somebody could be 78 years old, because this is page 78. Or 1978 could be significant. Choices. In the alchemy card, we see the bong in a glass case on the wall and another that is free in the hand of the being. The person depicted has to make a decision. The bong brings the alchemy of the four elements together, as shown by the table altar beside the person. Water, the earth, spirit, the air, and the fire all have to be present for the alchemy to work properly and connect to the higher realms. When this card appears, you are being reminded that you always have a choice. Decisions come before actions, and the bong represents weighing your alternatives. If this card has come to you, commune with the plant spirit pairing to determine progress, plan the future, and find the ambition to make it happen as fast as you like. Plant spirit lavender. And that helps you relax. You always have a choice with whatever you are doing. And what this is telling me, I mean, it screams change. Something needs to change. Something is being changed. I just got clarification. Something is being changed. Something is ending or being cut out. And there's a call for forgiveness. And I think intuitively you know this because you're getting guidance through tarot. And it's calling for change underneath the deck. Then you've got choices here. And it could have to do something that was done with sex magic even. Any form. Take it as it resonates. Everybody's storyline is different. But it's like now that that's done and over, it's like you got to laugh at your demons. Use this lesson as the blessing. And move forward. Face your adversities and what you need to deal with to make this better. That's what needs to be done. Because you're over it. You're tired. It needs to be dealt with. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Take it as it resonates. And if it does, make sure that you drop a comment in the comments below. Also, like, share, subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, my personals are open through the end of September until they fill up. I just completely changed my content creation schedule, so my time is limited. So first come, first served. But through the end of September, then if you want to drop a tip or a donation, blessings in advance to help the channel grow. I have those links below as well. I really appreciate those of you who have, and it's amazing. I've got an amazing following. Still growing, of course, but I have really good people subscribers who come back every single time, so it's great. That said, and then like I always say, as you know, it's together we grow. So I always enjoy reading for you guys, sharing the energy and your time. So I look forward to reading for you again in the future. Hope you have a great end of August, beginning of Mercury retrograde, and also blue moon in Pisces time frame. But I will see you guys on the flip side. Take care. Peace.